Welcome back, everybody. This is Fiesta Friday. We have an absolutely wonderful show for you today. We will be talking to our friends from RE/MAX Diamond Realty Guam about various things that could maybe cause your credit rating to dip a little bit. Stay with us because we will have more of that. But first, the Peace Vision for a Healthier Guam is an island community whose people are making positive choices, with the vision being a 5-year plan. The output of a 2-day gathering of Pacific Islanders in 2013 is embodied in 5 strategies called the Pillars for Success. Basically, this is a framework that has various organizations on the island. They're very, very positive. They're very, very involved, and they want people young and old all across Guam to make positive, healthy choices and continue to foster that spirit. Now, Evan San Nicolas is from GALA Guam, a peace partner for success. So, Evan, hafade and welcome to Harmon.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so just to let everybody know, what is GALA is, of course, a acronym. What does it stand for, and who is the membership?
Okay, well, GALA stands for the Guam's Alternative Lifestyle Association, and what GALA is actually, it's a nonprofit community-based organization that is actually basically exists to improve the quality of life for Guam's lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community, as well as their family and friends through social services. And through the organization, we want to be able to deliver these services, just really focusing on education, support, and advocacy for the community.
Okay. Now, what drew your organization to become involved with the Peace Mission and the Peace for Success project?
Okay. Well, the organization has been established since 2007, and actually, GALA has been a continuous partner with the Peace Office itself. We've sat next to each other on the Governor's Peace Council, as well as the State Epidemiological Operating Work Group, and when they presented this opportunity for the Partnerships for Success grant, GALA was all for it, because just looking at the vision of what the Peace, the Pillars for Success is, it aligned perfectly towards what GALA's mission is as well.
Now, you not only advocate for your own members and your own community, but also in teaching the community at large, like about alternative lifestyles and everything like that. So what message do you typically pass along to your own members and then to other Guamanians?
Okay, well, as GALA mentioning earlier, we are a social service organization. When we talk about lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender persons on the island, is being able to help them navigate through services that are pre-existing, such as the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center and Public Health. GALA, one of our first grants, for example, is we actually were huge partners to provide HIV prevention services, and then from there take steps to suicide prevention and make a lot of LGBT sensitivity training opportunities available for community members and service providers.
Do you find that the community has warmed up to the concept, or is there like more networking opportunities now because of that?
Yes. Well, the island is, of course, there's a lot of certain focuses that we want to be able to address at this time, but how do you say this? With multiple, I'm so sorry, is through our needs assessment, we've identified that there's been multiple disparities that we need to address, and being an organization, we wanted to be those advocates to really help guide this community to be linked towards those services and those programs.
Okay. So there are the pillars, of course, that the Peace Office is focused on. There are many of them. There are some, I would assume, that you align yourself very, very closely with.
Yes.
So what are those?
Well, actually, our organization chose 3 pillars to really focus on, which is effective communication, strong leadership, and grassroots engagements. With strong leadership, like mentioning before, we wanted to be those advocates as an organization to speak up for LGBT persons or lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender persons by sitting on councils and committees, by just putting in that LGBT word, putting in that sense of, you know what, this is what needs to be addressed. An example I wanted to bring out there is that the LGBT community is in high disparity, because from our needs assessment, we found that there was 284 surveys that have been conducted, and 48.9% of those survey participants are current smokers. So what do we do? Do we need to identify these services that are existent? Do we need to make something specific for the community? So what we've actually, what we are doing through the Partnership for Success is actually developing a gathering of stakeholders for our organization, network out of community members, community partners, and really just connect those gaps and connect those lines of services.
How much work lies ahead? Because of course, we appreciate the work that that you and your colleagues have done and everything like that, but certainly it's far from over. So do you have a roadmap of, as far as like, what you're trying to do and concentrate, again, on the LGBT community on Guam, and especially now that same-sex marriage has been legalized and everything like that, this opens up many different types of opportunities, but also more room for education.
Yes, definitely. Oh, there's a long pathway ahead of us, and it's a great opportunity. As you mentioned before, this is a five-year grant, and we're only about a year into it for ourselves as an organization. So coming up is pretty much, we need a lot of help from the community. We need to provide input, and we need to access the remainder of the island. Is that there's multiple LGBT persons that we understand that it's not so easy to reach out towards services and access those services because of basically we are unaware that there's a LGBT nonprofit that is here to basically address the social services that is needed.
So also getting the word out, and hopefully that's what we are doing tonight. So, well, stay tuned because we've got another segment coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, you stay tuned because there is more coming up about the Peace Office and the many different organizations that they represent coming up right after this.